All right, guys, what's back? It's Jew coming to you with some more comic book news. This comic book news is not necessarily a review because I'm not really done, but this is going to be regarding the. Anyways, before I get started on all that, if you're into this, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff for the channel for more comic book trailers, reactions, videos, film reactions, all that stuff. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that like and also subscribe to the channel. This one is regarding the Ninja Turtles series. Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Now, I have not been reading any Ninja Turtle books regarding the cartoon series book that came out, the animated series, or other IDW series that have been coming out, but I did start reading The Lost Years of The Last Ronin. This one's based off Michelangelo, and I think Michelangelo is the last one standing. And so, anyways, I've all the way made it to issue 4. As far as what I know, issue 5 will be the last of this issue of The Last Ronin. If you haven't started reading this, go ahead and start reading this. This is the darker side of the Ninja Turtles. This is probably has no relative to any of the other Ninja Turtle series, but it is its own series, and it's a darker world. And there's also been news that they plan to make a game for this that has a similar a video game for Xbox, PlayStation, PC that's supposed to have a similar type of gameplay as God of War or Tomb Raider, those type of games, those dark storyline, third person action, dialogue, speaking, cutscenes, and all that stuff with a strong story. So with that being said, to me, it would be very interesting if you want to make a video game on this. If you want to make a video game on this, you could also make a movie. That's a movie that nobody wants to see. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. When I say no one wants to see, this book is ugly. This series is ugly. This is not the side of Ninja Turtles that anybody wants to see, but it's deep, it's dark, and it's good. And it's another side. Like everybody likes that fun, funny comedy, action, artistic Ninja Turtles, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like them too, even though the most recent movies are, I didn't mind the art. I thought they were a little oversized. I thought they were just too big. They didn't have the teenage look to them. But then you got Mayhem coming out soon. That's more fit of the teenager side of them. Of course, they're going to become adults, and that's more probably what this is. Of the Last Ronin, they're full adults. This is way later. But anyways, I want to get to Comic-Con. Comic-Con in San Diego. Something I wish I could go to. Unfortunately, I live in Georgia. That has to be planned the year before. Like, if I'm going to go to Comic-Con in San Diego, I think this is San Diego. This is the real Comic-Con. This is the big one. There is an Atlanta Comic-Con, but if I'm going to go to Comic-Con, I had to plan that now for next year and then the year after. Matter of fact, actors ain't even doing panels up there. They're on strike. It's crazy. Usually you get all the new trailers for the movies, the actors on panels and stuff like that. But anyways, I want to get to the story that broke out about the Lost Ronin. So just to give an update or an idea of the Lost Ronin, they have little side stories that show 4 young turtles training with April O'Neil, and they look a lot different. I was a little confused when I started reading. I was like, what the hell is this? Who are these? Who are these guys? But anyways, we're going to watch this quick video, just the writers of The Last Ronin at San Diego Comic-Con. There's also a story that came out explaining that there's going to be a sequel, basically a sequel to The Last Ronin. But let's get to this video first.
And then Tom one day said, "I'd like to call one of them number one."
Right.
Kind of like, Star Trek, kind of like number one, engage. And we were like, and I just fell in love with that idea. And I said, because it's trained by Casey Marie, the daughter of Casey Jones and April. We said to her, they'd be number one in her heart.
Yeah.
So she named them all after number. They're all named number
They're
one,
all
but in
equal.
different languages.
Right.
Yeah.
And, so,
And they're like one team, one family, even though they're
Yes.
four.
yeah, yeah.
But in the idea for me that came, I was in the Marines for many years, and when you first join the Marines and you're in boot camp, you're not a name, you're a recruit, and you have to earn the title Marine, you have to earn your rank, and we felt like in
So basically, what they're talking about here is how they named the new turtles. So there's these, like I said, those four young turtles is new turtles, and basically what's going on with this. What the story is that the new Ninja Turtles are going to be in Lost Ronin 2 Evolution, as you saw the cover right there. So Evolution, just to spoil it for anybody that's not ready, the Ninja Turtles are dead. Now, this is Michelangelo. He probably hasn't died yet because I haven't got to 5, but I know that they are dead. I know this. They're gone. So how do you make a sequel if they're gone? The young turtles that are there training and learning are the future. Now, there's some people that disagree with that path of Ninja Turtles. People want to just focus on Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo. So, yeah.
in this case, they would have to. Casey would kind of approach it that way, that I'm training you, and I don't want any individuals. We're becoming a team, but over time, and what we've been having a lot of fun with is creating these new personalities and showing their individual traits.
Wow.
And then he designed them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this amazing shirt that you're wearing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a bootleg.
You make that? But yeah, please tell us all about the designs and how you came up with the look for these
Yeah.
4 new turtles.
Yeah, so I got the call from Kevin one day long ago in Last Ronin that I was going to get to kill all my heroes, the turtles. And then I got
You're
a
like,
call.
yes.
Yeah.
So there it is. I'm going to kill all my heroes. Unbelievable.
And I was like,
Spoiler.
okay, it sounds great. What an honor. And so then later I got another call after Last Ronin that I was going to get to help design and create the new turtles. And so that was amazing. And I got right to work. Ended up designing 12 different teenage versions and 12 different baby versions. So we have a handful of turtle rejects that you might see one day. But,
Oh.
but these are the 4 that made the cut. They made the rounds to all the people who are making turtles, and everybody.
Wow, they went through a whole entire, they went through a whole entire trial period just to get these turtles going, and I've been reading some of the side stories of these turtles in here, and it's they're okay. I wasn't that thrilled about it. I was a little confused when it kept like the start of issue 5 or 4. It starts off with the turtles. And I'm like, at first, I was confused. It starts off with the young turtles. And I was like, wait a minute. I had to remember, like, where did it leave off in issue 3? I was like, what it's doing, it's giving you an intro to them, showing what's going on with them. But then it's going back to the story. But even though in issue 3, it kind of sidetracked. To me, I was a little bit lost somewhat in issue 3, just because I felt like it sidetracked a little far out, because I'm reading a lot of these books, and when I'm trying to remember what's going on in the story, I'm not taking notes, man. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been writing down these notes. A lot of comic book reviewers take down notes and remember what they wrote. I done it before. I was doing it at the beginning because I was typing them and putting them on the screen. This way, when it's time to do my reviews, I don't forget and look all confused. But in this case, I wasn't writing anything down, and I was like, oh yeah, issue 3 is out. I read it. I'm like, now I get to issue 4, and I'm like, wait, do I got to go back? I'm all over the place now. So when the story moves around a lot, okay, now we're back to these guys. Now we're going to talk about these guys. I see what they're doing. But I couldn't stay focused on what the hell was going on with Michelangelo. Because when it got back to Michelangelo, I had to remember where the hell he was. I had to remember, oh yeah, that's right. This is happening. And it was a bit, I don't know. I was a little confused.
Pick their favorites, and It's where
Pretty
we are.
similar, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Our favorites, we lean towards our favorites.
Yeah, we all picked
quickly. We're-
a few of the same.
It-
Yeah.
and it's funny. That's probably something to explain here. Is like even with the names, you can overthink things, but the universe rules, and the universe tells you that sometimes the most obvious, the thing that's right in front of you at the beginning, is the thing. And
Yeah.
so the designs, the names, everything, it all came together quickly
Yeah.
once we just let it happen.
Because we were so excited about it. Like just talking about it, I just ran back and started drawing. And,
Okay.
and then
All right, so let's go ahead and get into these new turtles because I'm gonna have to learn them again. Even though I've seen their names in there, but I don't know by face. I don't know them by face, and so in the book, the part of what they explained right there at IGN or Comic Con was naming the new turtles. They said all of them are number one. They call them all number one. I haven't really got too deep into details, but it says right here is what it says. Let's just see it. Oops. Right here at the top says the new series instead of follows the 4 new turtles. So the new series, it says Yi, Udo, Odin, and Moha. Introduced on the final page of the Last Ronin issue 5. Now, I don't have issue 5 as of yet. Says the next generation of turtles has come of age, and with the help of their sensei, Casey Maria Jones, they'll rise up the sword to defend their warred city. Now, so Yi, Uno, Odin, and Moha. Those are the new turtles. Those are new turtles. How interested am I in that? Man, that's we'll see when it comes out. We'll see. I'll see when I'm done at issue 5, and I'll see when I'm done at issue 5 with these, and maybe I'll read them. Maybe I won't. I can't say for sure. There is some intriguing to it. Just I'll see if I get into these turtles. Their names are the ones that scratch my head a little bit because the whole Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo was very simple, very easy to remember, just because it's based off the Da Vinci's. Yi, Uno, Odin, and Moha. I'd have to get a good look at them. Just I'd have to go back in the book. I see them refer to them, and they have different looks. Some are bigger, one are skinny. Some are, there's just they're not like the original Turtles where they all look around the same size. Well, then again, they had when you got to the movies, Michelangelo was small, Raphael was like kind of like tough, big. Leonardo was kind of like that athletic build, and Donatello was kind of skinny. He was more of like a nerd, skinny of intelligence. But yeah, I'll probably, I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look, but I'm still waiting on the last issue of this one, and then we'll get into that. But I was very interested because I did not go to the Comic-Con, and I wish I did. It'd be nice to go to Comic-Con, but yeah, so that's just a little story on what's going on with the Ninja Turtles and what they got going on. Something that broke loose from Comic-Con. I would love to go to Comic-Con one day, maybe next year. But anyways, I'll see y'all on the next one.